Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our first program of the month of May. We are starting May 4 here in Ahora, Canada and GOlive TV. And I'm very happy because this month is very special for all mothers, for all people that become mother, mom, parent. In this month, we are celebrating Mother's Day, and I think that's an amazing thing to do to recognize the labor that all moms do at home, the all parents do at home. So that's amazing, and I'm very happy because this month is going to be amazing. And this first program of the month is really special also because, as always, as the first Tuesday of Thursday of every month, I have Tania Borja from the Stop Community Center. She is the coordinator of the Healthy Beginning program, and we have a special guest also, Rosa Garcia, and we are going to talk something that is very interesting to all new mothers, all new parents. What happened when you have a newborn? What happened? How to register? What to do? And it's like the gift after you are pregnant until you have your baby. Now is the next step, and it's like a graduation, I think, for moms to enroll to register a newborn. Welcome, Tanya, and welcome, Rosa. Nice to have you guys here.
Hi, Miriam. How are you doing? Hi, Rosa. Um, I'm really
Hello,
happy
hello.
to be here.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. I'm really happy to be here as well.
Thank
Thank
you for
you,
having.
thank you. Tanya, please, you are the coordinator of the Healthy Beginning programs, and this month I think is a very special month for all moms, for all parents. So, share with us a little bit of your program.
Yes, thank you. Yes, very, very excited to be here today. As every month, every first Thursday of the month, we have our Healthy Beginnings radio show, which just last month we accomplished our first anniversary. So, really happy. And Healthy Beginnings program, it's a program that we host at the Stop Community Food Center. It's a program for new mothers, for expectant mothers that are in need of extra support, like food supports and some referrals, as well as community building opportunities. We are very, very proud to be serving our community for many, many years now. And today I am really excited because we have one of our partners joining the show today. Healthy Beginnings partners up with many agencies around the city, and the neighborhood group is one of these partners that we work with. And Rosa Garcia is here to represent the neighborhood group, and she's the one who's going to be sharing all this really interesting information about baby registration process. And I really like the way that you put it. It feels like a graduation. Once you've been inspecting your child and then it's out finally, like getting him to register and get all his papers in place. It feels like a graduation indeed. Thank you, Miriam, and welcome, Rosa.
Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Miriam. Yeah, in fact, it's very, very important. And as soon as you have your baby born, it's very important to see all the documents that the baby needs in the country. First of all, the first one is the birth registration, but it's very important. It's very easy and it's very important. It's now it's online. Online you can do it, and it's a 5-in-1 baby bundle birth registration. So it's very easy. The most important thing is collect the information before you start. So they have to have the paper that they give them when they discharge from the hospital, or when they meet a midwife. They're gonna provide information about the date of the birth, the name of the hospital, the doctor's name or midwife who helped them for the deliver the baby. It is going to be the sex and birth weight of the child, number of weeks of the parent was pregnant, And those information, it comes in the release form that they get when they leave the hospital. So it's very, very important to get the information before. And one of the most important is to have the name of the child already
Mm-hmm.
confirmed. Because sometimes we are not sure, and should I put one name, two names, and one last name, two last names, depending on the background of the mom, of the father. In this case, it's very important to agree, both of them, that what is going to be the name, how is going to be the spelling, and make sure that every time that they input the name of the baby in the computer, has to be written in right spelling, because they can change after, but it's very complicated, like a procedure, it's not really easy, but they can do it. But it's easier when you be careful and you look at really, really closely when you spell the name and all the details of the baby in the registration forms online. uh, it's very important as well to have the baby registered within the first 30 days, and if it's possible. Okay, sometimes it's not possible. Any situation at the hospital could be changed, this thing. But if it's possible, it's better to do it the first 30 days. In this case, the hospital send information to the office of the Registrar General, that is the main office. And when the hospital send that information and you go to the computer and do the registration of the baby, all the information that you submit in your registration has to match with the hospital information. So at that point, those if they match, is the registration is authorized and is done. But if some of the names, for example, of the doctor last name is not correct, or something is different from the hospital information, so they are gonna send you a letter that there's something wrong, and they have to submit again the correct information. So that's very important, just to be aware that information that you submit is exactly the same like you did or you have from the hospital or from the midwife. Okay. Who can register the baby? It could be the biological mother, it could be a parent of the child, it could be the non-biological parent, of course, if they are going to be in that case. um, to do that, they have to go online. It's an ontario.ca. I can send you the link if you want after that, but you can put it on there. And then this is a link, and you in the baby bundle is 5 in 1. Is the first one is the register of the birth of the newborn. The second one is the birth certificate. The third one is the social insurance number. The fourth one is the apply for all the Canada Child benefits, including the Ontario Child benefits. And the fifth one is the Registered Education Saving Plan referral. So they are gonna send information. I'm gonna talk a little bit like um, of each one. I don't know if you have any questions so far.
Yes, I have a question. Maybe
Yeah.
the people that is listening to us right now, maybe they don't have a status in Canada, like a legal status. Can they still register, doing the registration to their baby, or they because sometimes they can feel like afraid to put their names or their information in the registration form. I- They can still do it even if they don't have a legal status in Canada?
Yes, yes. They must do it because the baby needs to be registered, that is alive, and it's registered as a Canadian. The baby is Canadian, doesn't matter if the parents are not or they don't have status. And for that, in the newborn bundle online, there are two options. When they started the registration, in the option one, all the five applications are selected by default. Like it means they put option one, so it means that the baby is gonna get the five different papers. Okay, but if they don't have status or they are visitors or anything could happen, they need to press the option two. The option two, they're gonna be the birth registration is selected by default because the baby has to be registered, and then they have to put the option two, that is the birth certificate. Okay, so there is the two options that the people who doesn't have status, they need to submit option two and just put the birth registration and the birth certificate.
I have
Okay.
one more question. I
Yeah.
know, I don't know if you, Tanya, have this question or your moms give you ask you this question very often in the program, like which form should I apply for the birth certification? Because you have an option to be a long form or a short form. Which one is the best to apply for?
Okay, there are three different forms
Three.
of birth certificate. Yes, there are three. The first one is the short one. The short one is just with the information that the newborn, the newborn, like the name and the date and everything, is all information about the baby. And that short form is like a type of like a card, like a credit card, like a really small, and that it can be used only when the baby is 16 years old and up, and it's gonna be used only for like an ID, and to like apply for adult general passport, social insurance number, Ontario driver license. Is type of the birth certificate that they can use. The second one is the short form, like it's the same like the short form by itself, but this one is with the parental information. So this is can be used for the parents, or only the parents can use it until the baby is 16 years old. Okay, this can be used to apply for general passport, child care insurance, and certain immigration or citizen application. Okay, but the long form, that is the third one, it is like a certified copy of the birth registration. That is the long form. The long form comes with all the information, the physician, the hospital, the parents, the babies, the everything. That is the some in some South America countries they have a big paper for the the certification, and that one is similar to that. So that one, because it's the most complete one, is the one that is going to be valid for anything you need in your life. Applying for any status, adopting a child abroad in the future. If you would like to have a second citizenship, for example, if you are from in this case from Mexico, you can have the citizenship from Mexico, but you need to present the long form. And also, any type of visas that you are going to travel, they are going to ask for the long form. So that I strongly recommend everybody to get the long form. And also, if they want to have the another two, is okay. They can have only one of each, but they can have the three different birth certificates. That is okay, but each one has different cost.
Okay,
I think.
that's very good to know. I didn't know that was three different forms. Now I learned something new. I don't know you, Tanya, if you knew this, but I also have a question for you, Tanya. Is in your program after, because with you the mothers go when they are pregnant, and after they give birth, they just start in your program for 6 more months, right?
That's
So
correct.
if they didn't register the baby in the when they are having trouble to register the baby, is a way that they can access your services in the healthy beginning after the baby is born, even if they didn't get to the process of the pregnancy with you, or that's not a possible way?
So the question is if we accept postpartum
Yes,
participants.
exactly.
No, we don't. We are a Canadian perinatal, part of the Canadian perinatal national program, and this is specifically for pregnant women or pregnant people. And we register those who are pregnant. Once they're postpartum, unfortunately, we are not able to register them. We also have a catchment area, which is another. Another thing to keep in mind, the person who is looking to register to the program needs to be part of the catchment area, and and make an appointment so I can provide them with all the information that they need to book an appointment, and just to make sure that they are eligible to register at the program. We are located at 1884 Davenport Road. That's Davenport and Symington area, between Lansdowne and Lawton. And yeah, it's we are doing active outreach. So if anyone is interested, is pregnant, and is interested in being part of our program, again, participants need to be low income or in a way food insecure and looking for some extra support in the community.
Thank you, Tanya, for clarifying that, because if you know someone that is pregnant, is planning to become pregnant, you can refer to the Stop Community Center with Tanya Borja and the Healthy Beginning Program. But be sure that you are in the catchment area, and if you are not sure if you are, you can reach the website and check, or ask Tanya by email or phone call. You can ask her. And Rosa, I have more one question for you. Even if the parents are doesn't have a legal status, can the kid is still having a social insurance number, or that's not possible because the parents are with no status, or that's a right that they have since they are born in Canada?
Okay, and that question is the child or the baby has the right to have the social insurance number, but for that they need to apply, and the parents who apply for the social insurance number have to be a resident, could be permanent resident, citizenship, work permits, and sometimes refugee claimant or convention refugees can do it, but they have to do it in person, and they want to apply, they're going to ask for more documents. So but if you don't have a status as a parent, I cannot apply for the social insurance for the baby. But in this case, the social insurance number is just the number that they will use when they are older, and they can be working. So in this case, if the baby in the future lives in Canada, and as adult, and they would like to work because they are legally able to work in Canada, they can apply for the social insurance number when they are older. So it doesn't. They don't have to have it right now when they are babies. The parents, they like to ask for it because they sometimes want to open a bank account with the RRSP, that is the money that the government put in the bank's account, like complement the savings for the baby for the school in the future. For that reason, when they open an account, they need the social insurance number because the account is for the baby when they attend the university or the college. But any other reason, they don't need the social insurance number until they are adults.
Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that. We really don't need a social insurance number when there are kids. I thought was something that they need to have. So that's really good to know. Um, and so that's the birth certificate, the social insurance number. And how about the health card? Can the baby is allowed to have uh, health service even if the parents doesn't have a status, or the parents need to have a status for the baby to have a, the service, the health
Uh,
service?
Legally, as like at the Health of Ontario, they have the point like if the baby is born in Ontario and is kind of, you can prove that the baby is going to stay and live in Ontario for at least 153 days, and they are allowed to have the OHIP. Some hospital as they are denying the health card for the babies when the parents they don't have OHIP. So in this case, they have been like a lot of back and forth with the Minister of Health. So, but in fact, they have the right to have the OHIP, the babies, not the parents, the babies. If the parent doesn't have a status and they have to have they need to go to the hospital to deliver the baby, they need to pay. the hospital for the delivery and all the services like anesthesia or the doctor services, anything. But the baby per se, they have to come out with the OHIP number from the for the health card.
Okay,
And
that's very
another, sure, sure. No, no, no.
no. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, okay. No, I was thinking about the prenatal about the question with Tanya. The Canadian prenatal nutrition programs are all over the GTA. So any parent, any woman that is pregnant and is not in the catchment area is not just left aside. Like they in each area of the city, there are prenatal programs all over the city, and part of the TNG that is our team, we have different programs that we attend and support all over in the east side, in the west side, in the south, in the north. So if anyone needs a program, they can look for us and try to reach out us, and we can tell them where is the program and try to give them the best services. That is, if they go to the TNG or website, we can find us there.
Thank you, Rosa, for letting us know that because I'm sure not all pregnant women live close to the
Mhm.
catchment area of the stop, but it's good to know that there is other options for that. And I also have one more question. So, if the baby have the right to the health care in Canada, you mentioned if they live in Ontario, so each province is different?
Yeah, yeah. This is the health card is called. I'm gonna tell you. This is in Ontario is Ontario Health Insurance Plan. That is the OHIP. This is only for Ontario. Each province is
Okay.
different.
Wow, it's something that I learned new today. I thought was like the OHIP was for the whole Canada, but now if you move from province, I believe you need to apply for the new health card in that province.
Exactly.
Tanya, what are the questions that the moms with new babies go to you after registration? Do they have questions after registration or during the registration that they go to you for your help?
Um, that actually would be a question that Rosa might be able to answer better than I do, because Rosa, she is with the neighborhood group, and she is the settlement worker at the stop, and a lot of those questions really go they go channel to Rosa and the settlement assistants. I don't know. What do you think, Rosa?
Could you repeat me the question, please? I just got distracted.
What are the more common questions for the parents, for the moms, after they have the baby with the registration? So they have questions, or it's like it's easy and no questions when they register.
It's they have it's easy when they speak the language. We have a language barrier in our participants, so it's kind of difficult when they don't speak English. So they need to go through the website. I need to answer. So the question is, if I don't have status, can do register my baby? Is like you asked me if I can receive all the childcare benefits, if I can get the social insurance number, or if you help me to fill up the forms, or I don't have, I apply online and I haven't received my birth certificate yet. What should I do? So, and uh, related to the birth registration, there are the most common information. And another thing is, they send me a letter that the information is wrong, and they send them back, and they don't have the birth certificate yet. So, should I call? Should I go online? So those questions are the most common.
And I think we covered almost all the questions that they have. I think we covered them today. And you can go through Rosa, where they can find you. The people can reach you directly, or they need to go to an agency and apply, or how, if they have a question about the baby registration, how can they reach you?
No, no, they can reach me. We serve anyone in GTA. So my email is rosa.guadarrama at tngcs.org. So I can send it to you, and then you can put it on the website, and anyone can just reach at me if they want any question. Not even if they're pregnant. If they have another questions, another needs, there are newcomers, or I can help anyone. We are not limited just for one area or pregnant woman. Our services are open to everyone, anyone who needs it.
Thank you, Rosa. So after you send me the email, I will put it on the comments or in the description, and like that you can reach her. Tanya and Rosa, thank you for being here today with me in this. I love May. I love May because it's like the mother of it's the month of all mothers, and I think the work that as a mom, as a parent, you do is an amazing thing. Something that you want to close the program, some remarks that you want to have closing the program, Rosa, and then Tanya.
Thank you. No, thank you for inviting me. I'm willing to help anyone they need newcomers. No, it doesn't matter the country, doesn't matter the language. We are open to serve anyone in the city, any problem. And if they are pregnant, congratulations. They are the best thing in the world. It's amazing. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
having me.
Rosa.
Thank you, Rosa. Thank you, Miriam, for having us as every month. Yes, we are also extending the invitation to those community members who want to register to the program. Our program it's on Wednesdays from 10 to 12:45. My email to reach me for to book an appointment for registration is Tania TANIA at thestop.org. And if you send me an email, I will share information with you and I will guide you through the registration process. We'll give you an appointment and we'll enroll you in Healthy Beginnings. We have a lot of partners, as I mentioned, that can support community members in a different, in a wide variety of aspects. We are really happy to have the neighborhood group being part of the settlement team at the Healthy Beginnings. It led by Rosa, and thank you so much for all the information that you share with us today. Very, very important information. Thank you, Miriam. And yes, happy Mother's Day coming up to everybody.
Yes, thank you so much. Happy Mother's Month. We can say Happy Mother's Month because in Mexico we celebrate one day, in Canada we celebrate 1 month, the other day, and I think in different countries you celebrate it in different days. Also, I think Argentina celebrate Mother's Day in other month. But let's say Happy Mother's Month to everyone, and remember, whatever you are doing, if it's working for you and your family, you are doing it great. You are doing it good. And if you need support, we have these amazing agencies and these amazing people that work for them. And you always can reach us to Mamas Latinas in Canada or through any of these agencies that are present here. Share the content to other people because you never know who is going to be listening to this and need the services. Thank you, everybody. Thank you in the studio for being for doing this, and I see you next week with other guests. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Tanya and Rosa.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Miriam.
Bye.
Yeah,